Hey everybody, it's Matt and welcome to Let Me Share a Thought with you. Well, this is my, I'm pretty excited about this one. This is my new formula and chart that I have found or come up with. I did this last month and man, it was great. I mean, all over the country, this worked in every state. You know, some states better than others. I think California was probably the highest. I think it had like a 90% positive rate or whatever, correctness, whatever the correct word for that is. But I said effective last time and it sounded like a medicine. So anyway, the monthly pick three. Okay, this is for August. This is for next month. So we're going to see how this rolls out and hopefully this will help everybody win some money. I'm using the 317 chart and the number that I'm using is 816. Now, you know, first glance, you know, you might say, well, how'd you get 816? What's next month in year date? 8/16, August 2016. As we get closer to the end of the year, when we get to the 10, 11, and 12, 16, I'll get into more of that and showing you how I'm going to change that around a little bit. But I'm using 6, the very last number in the year 2016, as the date number. And that's what I did last month. I did 7/16 for last month, using the 6s as the date number. But this chart is going to be good for the entire month. Now, what I will add to this is that, you know, it still pays to do your daily and weekly charts using the 317. If you're going to do a weekly chart, I would recommend you use the number that was drawn last from the previous week, whether it be on Sunday night or Saturday night if your state doesn't do Sunday drawings. But whatever the last draw of the week is in your state, that's what you use to make a weekly chart. So, you know, like in North Carolina, they have a Sunday night drawing. South Carolina's got a Sunday night drawing. Most all the states that I do have Sunday night drawings. So I generally use those for my weekly charts. And then you can use your weekly charts in conjunction with your daily charts. If you do a daily chart each day, because I know a lot of people just don't have time to do this every single day, so they might use the weekly chart just to pick 4 or 5 numbers and just play them all week. This chart makes both of those better. You know, so like when you're doing a daily chart, if you're looking at all your numbers and you're trying to figure out, you know, what numbers should I play, you know, again, keep records, but, you know, if the numbers on your daily chart and the monthly chart, those are good picks, because, you know, anywhere from 65 to upwards of 90% of the numbers that came out in every state across the country came off of this chart last month. I mean, different, you know, 7/16 instead of 8/16, but nonetheless, this method, this formula is going to be big, I think. I'm excited to see how it rolls out in August and how many people I know that win some money using it. So, simple, you know, it's one of the things that I like about it is I like simplicity. I don't like to have to make these big diamond charts and matrices and all these different things. I don't want to pay somebody for a monthly book that tells me, you know, here's your super numbers for August, you know, whatever. I've seen all these little publications and they're not bad. I mean, some of these publications actually have good numbers, but I got to thinking, you know, how do they come up with these numbers? I mean, they just don't just randomly pull them off, you know. And so I got to doing some different formulas, looking at, you know, a monthly chart. And, you know, it didn't take me 2 or 3 times to come up with the date and the month and the year. And, man, when I went back and looked in the month of August in North Carolina, I mean, it was, you know, like up almost 70% of the numbers, every number from the whole month, you know, 70% of those came here off of this chart. So, you know, take a screenshot of this chart, or copy this chart, or make your own chart, you know, and use this as a reference when you get ready to do your dailies and weeklies. Now, you notice I haven't picked any numbers on this chart, and that's because I wanted to leave this particular one blank so you could screenshot it or whatever, so you can do your own numbers if you want to. But here's what I did. Here's the numbers that I picked, you know, for the month of August. Now, obviously, there's 10, 20, 24 numbers on here, so you're not going to be able to play 24 numbers every day. But what I would tell you is if you keep tracks and you watch your daily charts and your weekly charts, you'll know which ones of these numbers, you know, more than likely you should play for that day or that week. And as these numbers fall, you know, and again, you can mark them off and not play them again, you know, or you can continue to play them. You know, North Carolina, we had like 5 numbers that repeated last month, at least 5, and a couple of them repeated themselves like 3 times. So just because it hits once off of this chart, don't discount it. You know, more than likely, you know, it's not going to show up again, but it could. So I don't want to tell you take it off if it hits, but me personally, if it hits, I'm done with it. Or I might just go down to playing it 50 cents any, you know, just to play a little bit on it, but not spend much money for the month. So the mixed numbers are numbers that aren't, you know, they don't have two similar, two like numbers. You know, I got 537, 987, 123, 109, 361, 547, 234, 051, 517, and 092. Doubles, I like 121, 181, 323, 454, 366, 878, 292, 995, 588, and 113. Triples this month, I like the 1s, the 4s, the 6s, and the 9s. I still think, like here in North Carolina, I'm going to play 7s too, even though it's not on this chart. We're due for 7s here in North Carolina, but as a general across the country, I think these are the numbers that I like the best, that you'll see when I do my weekly and daily videos. You're going to see a lot of these numbers popping up throughout the month on those charts for my picks. You know, but again, I encourage you to take this chart, screenshot it. If you want to make your own picks like that, you know, on your own little chart and save those, by all means do it. Because, you know, I'm not saying that I know all the numbers that are coming out, but if you can pick yourself, you know, 5 to 10 numbers off of this chart, chances are those numbers, at least 1 or 2 of them is going to hit this month. And, you know, if you can get the right order, you can make some money on this stuff. So check it out. Hopefully this is helpful. I've been really excited. I was going to wait till Monday to put this out, but I want to give everybody a chance to digest it, to also come up with your own sets of numbers and things so that you can be ready to roll on Monday, August the 1st. And I got a really busy week next week as well, so not sure if I'll get to making more videos. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. You know, I mean, I know first glance you might think it's a little too simple, or, you know, you may be doubtful, but, you know, we'll talk about this again at the end of August and see what happens. But, you know, by all means, if you win, let me know. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear it. You know, I did had a comment from someone yesterday on the video. They hit, I think it was $40. So, you know, I'm going to do a better job too, writing names down and for the recognition piece, to make sure I put your name out there and say congratulations to you. But you know who you are if you're the one that left me that comment yesterday. You know, and I've tried to get back to reading all the comments and emails and replying as quick as I can. So I know this is getting some interest. I know, you know, I think it's helping people, and that's the goal. So anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a comment, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you hadn't already, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you soon. Good luck, everybody.